Hi, Miss Stahl. My name is Laura, and I'm a nurse as well as a smoking cessation counselor. Dr. Ward asked me to give you a call to talk to you about your smoking. Is this a good time to talk?
Yes.
Good. I'd like to ask a few questions to start. First of all, tell me about your smoking.
Well, I'm still smoking, but I'm down to about 6 or 7 cigarettes a day. I've really been trying to cut down since my breathing's gotten so bad. A few weeks ago, I was smoking 2 packs a day.
Sounds like you've made some significant progress. That's great. Now, your records show that you have emphysema and that your lung capacity has been dropping recently. While cutting down is a terrific first step, I strongly encourage you to quit completely.
When I was in the emergency room last week, Dr. Ward told me the same thing. I've been giving it a lot of thought since then, and I'm ready to go. To be completely honest with you, I'm scared to death I'm going to end up on oxygen, and I'm too young for that.
So, as a first step, are you willing to set a quit day within the next month?
Yes, I am.
Oh, Susan, that is great. Let me be the first to congratulate you on making this decision. What day have you chosen?
Next Monday. It's my birthday.
Oh, that's a perfect day, and one that you can easily remember and celebrate for more than one reason every year. Now, here's what I want you to do to get ready. By next Monday, you will want to get rid of all of your cigarettes, ashtrays, and anything else you associate with your smoking. Can you do that?
Well, that's the big problem. My husband smokes and he won't quit. So what am I supposed to do about that? Get a divorce?
Well, that might be a bit extreme. However, there are some other things you can do. First, talk to your husband. Negotiate about where he can smoke in the house. If you need to, ask him to smoke outside for a few weeks after you quit.
Okay.
Ask him to keep his cigarettes someplace where you can't find them, and under no circumstances is he to offer you one.
You're right.
Allow him one ashtray that he has to keep clean in between use. We don't want any cigarette butts lying around to tempt you.
Oh, okay.
Finally, a few weeks after you've quit, take your husband out for a special dinner to thank him for his help.
I think he can do that. Even though he doesn't want to quit himself, he understands how important it is for me to stop. He was with me the last time I had an attack, and I think he got scared too.
I'm glad you think he'll be on board. It will be important to have his full support. And if it helps, I'd be happy to talk with him.
Oh, that's great. I'll let him know.
Susan, it's also perfectly all right to walk away for a few minutes if you see your husband smoking and you get the urge to have a cigarette. Once you're away from the situation, take a few deep breaths and say to yourself, I can get through this.
That's a good idea. If I'm standing there watching him smoke, I'll want one even more. I'm also thinking of asking him not to smoke while I'm around.
Great idea. I'm going to send you some materials that will give you ideas about how to cope in other situations where you might be tempted to smoke. Once you review that, you and I can talk again. We'll put together a plan to help you deal with any situation that might tempt you.
I'll read it as soon as I get it. I can use all the help I can get.
One more thing. Using a smoking cessation medication increases your chances of quitting successfully, so I want to encourage you to consider using a product as part of your quitting plan. Are you familiar with the options that are available to you?
Yes, I am. My pulmonologist and I discussed it last month. I'm thinking of using the patch. It seemed like the easiest thing for me.
Well, that's great, Susan. In your case, since you are smoking less than 10 cigarettes a day, I want you to start on the 14 milligram patch, the second step. You'll stay on that for 4 weeks and then step down to the 7 milligram patch.
That makes sense.
Here's how to use the patch. Take it out of the foil pouch and place it on your skin in a dry, clean, hairless place on your upper body. Now, since you are quitting on Monday, have your last cigarette Sunday night. Go to bed and put the patch on Monday morning. Wear that patch for 24 hours. When you get up the next morning, take that one off and put a new one on in a different place. Make sure you don't put the patch in the same place every day, as that will increase the likelihood of skin irritation. And that's about it. It's pretty easy to use. Do you have any questions?
No, it sounds easy enough.
So let's review your plan before we finish the call. Next Monday is your quit day. By that date, you should get rid of all your cigarettes and ashtrays. And you'll talk to your husband as we discussed. Sunday night, you will have your last cigarette. When you get up Monday morning, you'll start to use the patch as instructed. In the meantime, once you get the material I'm going to send you and you've had a chance to read it, give me a call so we can discuss any other concerns you might have.
Thank you so much for all your help. I'm really feeling much better about my chances of quitting this time.